And welcome back. So in the previous lesson, we have created a sample 3 logos using the free version from ChatGPT in order to help us with the graphics and branding initiative. But it's important to note, as the more graphics you generate and the more visuals that you create, you might run out of credits with the free version. So that's why it's often preferred to go for the upgrade in order to avoid these issues. But you could wait for a couple hours in order to get credits again, and you could continue with your design with the free version. But in order for you to have a clear understanding and for demonstration purposes, I opt in for the pro version in order to pick up with our graphics design and branding process with ChatGPT. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick up where we have left off, in which we have the clear layout for the process that we need to do in order to help us with the graphics design and the branding initiative for the hypothetical restaurant that we are using. So we have the clear graphics design and branding layout displayed by ChatGPT, as we have seen before, and we have gotten to 3 previous logos in the previous lectures. But I'm going to take it further. Since I have opted in for the pro version, let's create 3 new logos. Create 3 logos based on the best graphics design practices. Notice what I've done over here. I've added the word best graphics design practices in order to prompt ChatGPT to follow a certain constraint. In the previous lesson, we just simply said create 3 logos, right? But if we're able to fine tune our wording, we're able to get better results. And notice I got 2 different responses, response number 1 and response number 2. And then you have the ability to pick the one which best fits your requirement. And like I've mentioned, we're building this one level at a time. So we started off with the logos design. Like I've mentioned, this is just simply a basic representation through ChatGPT. And if you notice, once you go in for the pro version, you're able to get more crisp results, and you don't have to wait in case there are free users or basically free credits which are being consumed, which might delay the process. You're able to get the designs on the spot. Take a look at this. You got the first option, and then you got the second option. Both of them, they have unique designs. Then you get to pick whatever one that you're comfortable with. And if you notice, since we have went through design best practices, even the shapes now are different. It incorporated sort of graphics as part of the design process. So I'm going to pick this one. I'm going to, since it matches our color palette, and I'm going to use it basically for a reference for the build-up of our graphics design and for our branding. So now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking it one level further by creating the color palette. Now I'm going to ask ChatGPT now, create the color palette for graphic design and branding initiatives, and mention, this is very important, and display it in a clear visual format, as well as the code for each color, to use it in external tools. What does this do? It's going to have ChatGPT, first of all, display the color visually for us to see as a reference in case we're not familiar with the code. That's one. And then it's going to incorporate the code as well in case we're going to be using it for other tools, for other applications. Simply, you can just simply copy them and paste them, and you're able to get the same color directly on that application. Now, let's take a look at the result gotten by ChatGPT. Excellent. Take a look at this. Now we got the color palette, including the actual visual representation of the color, the naming of the color, and the actual code for the color. That way, if you take this to another application, you're able to just simply map it and pick up directly where you have left off. If you compare this to the designs, it includes the colors that we have used in the logos. They're part over here. Now, keeping in mind, this is the color palette for your logos and for your branding as a whole. So if you find something here which is missing, for example, the color black, it doesn't mean it's not going to be used, or the color white. This is for your overall brand. This is very important to distinguish. So you get to choose some of the colors. You don't have to use all of them, but your entire brand is actually dominated by these colors. And feel free to tinker with this, by the way, if you'd like to come up with any changes. So at this current stage, we have used ChatGPT, primed it, and we've gotten to have sample logos for our graphics design and branding initiatives. Then we came up with the color palettes in order to help us use it as a reference in case for visual representation. If you're presenting this as part of a project that you're working on, or if you're going to another external application and you need to use these colors without actually trying to figure this out manually, you can just simply copy this code. And since this is a visual, I'm going to have ChatGPT list the color codes as a table for ease of reference. So what does that do? It's going to have it in a format that I'm able to just simply save it for later. I could copy the codes to other tools or applications. That way I could just simply get the color spot on from the first go. Here you go. Take a look at the result. You got the colors, you got the description, you got the color code, which is the hex code. In this current case, they can just simply copy and paste. Well, we're not done yet. As part of graphics design and branding initiatives, you need to learn about key important stuff like typography, graphic elements, certain design features. And since we're having a very nice project that we're working on, which is this hypothetical restaurant, we're going to apply these concepts to our project.